guys, good evening. Today, as you know, we are taking up on the CPA study plan. Today's session, we'll be talking more on the CPA study plan and all, as have received a lot of emails from a lot of the students on the way they have to plan it and how do they structure this particular sections. So today I'll be talking more on that particular front itself. So straight away going into the study plan which I prepared. So this was one of the Simandar Education study plan. I don't know how many of them are having this Excel sheet. So this I uploaded in the Simandar Education portal also. And just let me know in the chat itself who all are not able to kind of get this study plan. And I hope that everyone is having this study plan with you. The one which we have uploaded in the Simandar Education portal also. You can ping me here in case if anyone is not having access to this study portal. So this is a study plan which I prepared and I uploaded this in the Simandar Education portal where you can see it clearly there. So here we go. So the first section which we are starting up is FAR. Now, the most important question for each and every one is which section should I start? So as you see that last week the regulation classes have started and most of them they wanted to go with FAR first. Some of them wanted to go with audit because they have already completed audit, and some of them thought that BEC is an easier section. They thought that BEC we can do it. So again, there is no thumb rule as to which section you need to start first, and I feel that the section which you have already learned before most of the times is the accounting subject, because half of them are graduates here. I mean, almost everyone is from the accounting background except for some of them from science background. So assuming that majority of the population is from the accounting background, so nevertheless, audit or FAR is a good subject to start off with because you have already learned accounting before and you would be familiar with some of the accounting concepts and accounting standards, right? So some of the CA students who are there in today's session or some of the chartered accountants and all, so they might find this subject as very much familiar one. So this is one of the sections which I typically tell the students to start off with. So there is no thumb rule again, but considering FAR is a voluminous section and there are almost 10 sections. If you see the FAR section here in Becker, almost 10 chapters here. So when we talk about 10 chapters, they are very much in detail. And again, there are a lot of things in that 10 chapters also because there are a lot of sub modules, modules and all. So in every chapter, you will get almost of around 8 to 7 modules. So we are talking about 8 into 10, almost 80 chapters. I would say if you're bringing it into a module section. Even in the Becker, if you see there, they have allocated financial section as the most number of hours, which is almost 150 hours they have allotted to financial section. In my study plan, which I've captured, I have allotted almost 75 days for FAR with an average of 4 to 5 hours per day. So 75 into 5. So I am taking almost 375 hours for FAR alone. So that is the kind of the volume of hours which you are talking. Ananya is saying I don't have access to study plan. Ananya, do you have access to the Simandar study portal? So if you have the access to the Simandar study portal, there this study plan is uploaded. So you can see the CPA study plan there and you can access that, right? So after the session, just get in touch with Kaivalya or Sonam. So they would help you out, Ananya, in getting this study plan. Even if you want, I'll just email you also. So you can just get in touch with Kaivalya today and she would forward you. Okay. So I am taking financial section of 75 into 5. So it's almost coming like what? 370 to 380 hours, which I am dedicating to financial accounting reporting. Now what we are telling is number of rounds of study required is three times you will be revising FAR in that particular time. If you see there in FAR has been allocated 150 hours in Becker. So I am telling that we allocate 370 hours for FAR. That means I'm assuming that you will study 3 times financial accounting reporting. As you have seen my interview with Randeep also before, who's the AICP Ajad Sales Award winner. So he was also talking about the multiple study times you would need to do. So one time if you study, it is not sufficient for FAR. You should do 3 rounds of studies for FAR so that you can retain the entire section. I hope you are able to understand. So in my plan, I have kept 3 times as FAR revision. So 75 into 5, 370 hours. So first 150 hours will take time, right? And second times when you study, I think it should take not more than 100 hours. And last time when you study, it should take around 70 to 60 hours. Another 30-40 hours I'm allocating for mock test. If you see there, I hope everyone is able to see the Becker software. Yes, is everyone able to see my screen here, guys? So if you see that there are 3 mock tests for Becker, so 50 hours we are allocating it, right? So we have simulated exam 1, simulated exam 2, simulated exam 3. So what happens if I don't do any of the mock test of the Becker? There are 100% chances that you might not clear the Becker exam because you have paid for this particular thing only. So I request you guys to keep on doing each and everything. Don't leave anything from the product. So mock test 1, mock test 2, mock test 3, all the 3 mock tests you would be taking care. The practice test, I will leave up to you how many MCQs you would need to solve around, because it's a conceptual knowledge which is very important. Apart from, see, a lot of this people ask like, is number of hours an important factor? Because I'm not a believer of how many hours you spend. But then again, I'm just putting up because a lot of the students have asked me that how many hours we need to study. So I have taken an average time as per the Becker software, which they have calculated as per the last 40 to 50 years, how students are studying FAR section. So I'm assuming that 150 hours of studies are being allocated to financial, and in my study plan, I have allocated 360 to 370 hours. In that, you would be covering each and every chapter, each and every module. In that, all modules you'll be covering up skill practice, lectures, pre-assessment, MCQs, and in case if some of them have applied for our unlimited access of Becker, most of them have taken premium product also of Becker, so they will be having supplemental MCQs also. I highly would have recommended you to take the unlimited version of the Becker or the premium version, because it would have had supplemental MCQs, summary notes, and all sort of stuff. But nevertheless, even with the Becker normal product is also sufficient for you. But people who are struggling a lot, or who are starting the CPA exam, I mean CPA studies after a long duration, say after 5 years, 6 years and all, I'd highly recommend you to take the Becker premium product, because you can practice additional MCQs also, and additional final review or summary notes and all, right? So that and the people who are in touch with the subject for some of the times and also, they don't need the supplemental MCQs. So this supplemental MCQs comes in the Becker premium product, right, which is a high cost and product, right? So can we upgrade in the middle of the course? I think you can upgrade. Sonam or Sabi or Hiteja, they are the persons who are more closer to the pricing of the Becker and all. So you can talk to them in case if you want to upgrade later. You feel that no, I need some additional practice. So you can definitely upgrade that and get the supplemental MCQ, summary sections, final review of the Becker. But again, I would suggest that in case if you have time, then only go for it, because you need a lot of time for that, right? So if you see there, you have a pre-assessment, you have lectures, then you have skill practice. If you see the skill practice, it is like a almost coaching kind of session, whereby they will take you to each and every explanation. So that is what it is. So here one person will be taking care on each and every point, and there is a video explanation also of that. How many of them have checked this skill practice sessions? Did any one of them solved the skill practice sessions? Because these are real helpful. I think this is one of the best feature of the Becker product, the skill practice videos, because what happens is in the skill practice videos, they will test you on your logical understanding, on your remembering, on your analytics. And I know none of the products will have, or none of the review providers will have this kind of videos. These are very, very helpful, and these are must do skill practice videos for you. So these are the skills level they are checking it: remembering and understanding, application, analysis, and evaluation. So these are the 4 skill sets which are being tested heavily in this skill practice session. Don't leave any of these things, guys. Why I'm telling you so much is, see, because very important thing is, because you have paid for this product, so I would suggest you strongly that you don't leave anything from the Becker product. That's where they have covered so much of features here. Even the simulations and all, don't leave any of the sims. Try to do each and every sim, whatever time it takes. It is better to what do you say, postpone the exam rather than failing the exam, right? I don't want you be in a hurry and skip some of the sims or mock test and all. Just understand that there is a huge investment which is already being put into this exam. So we don't want to kind of tell you that, Ari, you leave this all and leave 2 3 questions, leave this chapter, that chapter, go for selective studies. Please don't do this. This is not like chartered accountancy exam or any of the graduation exams. They will definitely test on each and everything. As per the blueprint, each and every chapter, the MCQs are covered. What they have said in the blueprint, what is their weightage, they will definitely cover. They will not go against that. I hope I'm clear on that. So should we do SIMS again and again? No, no, Bobby, you don't need to do again and again. What you could do is, whatever SIMS you are doing, guys, please make a note of any of the wrong answers which you are giving in that SIM, and make that in your conceptual notes, so that when you at the end of the kind of finish of the section, and when you prepare one day before the exam, you will know what all are the mistakes you have done in the simulations. Is it clear, Bobby? No point doing the same sim again and again. Rather, you can note down in that particular sim what was the mistakes you have done. So take a book and a pen, right, whenever you are solving the simulation. In MCQs, I think Randeep, in our interview with Randeep, he definitely mentioned that you can mark the MCQs which you have done wrongly, and again go back to those MCQs and all, and then check why you have done that wrongly. Right? The logic of doing that was to find out why the answer was wrong and what were the reasons why you did it wrong. Right? So I hope, is it clear, Bobby? So you don't need to do the sims again and again, but you can at least write down what all are the mistakes you have done in that sim, and just make a note of that. Again, lot of the people I have seen that they are some of them last year, I remember I was talking to some of them and they scored around 78 80, and they were telling me that only, that they couldn't do all the 3 mock tests. Again, I'm telling you, all the 3 mock tests are very very important. You have a personalized review session, proficiency dashboard. It has an AI inbuilt, adapt to you technology. The software itself will find out that you have done these many mistakes in each and everything, and they'll keep testing you on the same questions. Right? Again, in the Becker product, if you see there, you have an study planner update. You have continuous updates in the product. This is one of the best feature. Any changes, anything, you will get immediately one notification here. Your product will get automatically updated. If there is a substantial change, guys, they will tell, do you want to switch to old portion or do you want to switch to the new portion? So that is one of the brilliant feature of this product. Every month it gets updated. Any new changes, any new amendments, you can go into the notification and see this here completely. Right? Again, if you see there, there's a content update on April 2020. There's a May 19 update. You have one important alert. So everywhere this update feature is there, because what happens in professional exam, they always test on the latest stuff. If you see the local providers of other institutes, the products are not so updated, but with Becker, everything it gets updated on real time. So that is how it is. So there was a notification about new topics or subjects to be added in the CP exam. Any update on the applicability date, Alex? The new CP exam, which is being tested on data analytics and all, will be applicable from 2022. So next to next year, the changes will kind of apply, and that also 2022 at the end of December is what they are planning up for the complete new change of CP exam. And you might see from after next to next year, there might be 4 or 6 sections in CPA instead of 4 subjects. In 2022 or 2023, you will have 6 sections in CPA, and you will have a elective subject. So that means if I have 4 subjects and I can select any subject which I wanted to specialize in. Suppose I wanted to specialize in tax, so you can skip BC and you can go for taxation, advanced taxation, and you can select that. So there is an elective subject also which is coming up from 2022 end of the year in CPA, whereby they might ask, they might give, there might be 6 subjects instead of 4 sections. Sir, what are these flashcards? So flashcards are nothing but they are these conceptual cards which are there, whereby you kind of so it's like small cards with concepts. So that is how it is. So I'll just show you how it looks like. I hope everyone have these flashcards, because I was the one who said Becker to push even for a normal product of Becker. I said them that give that the flashcards. Previously, they never used to give the flashcards. So we cribbed around like anything, at least give them the flashcards and all. And that's how we got, see this flashcards. So you'll have a, see this works very good in the mobile version, right? This flashcards whenever you're free or something. So you can go through this important flashcards and all and just master some of the concepts here. I don't recommend that you do all the flashcards also, provided if you have time, so you can go around and keep doing this flashcards also. These are very, very good flashcards. Okay, so this is about financial accounting reporting. Now coming back to FAR, one day before, what is the strategy of FAR? So one subject at a time. Again, there is no thumb rule which section I should select first. Should I go with BC? Should I go with FAR? Should I go with reg? Or should I go with auditing? Whichever section you are confident with, whichever section you had practical experience with, go for that subject first. If you didn't have any experience, you don't know anything, then go with the schedule what we have given, like what is the Simandar sections, how it is going on, like our live classes, how it is going on. Right now, regulation I've started, so you can go with regulation only if you don't know anything. If your stronger point is taxation, go with reg first. If you are working currently in audit division, go with audit first, then FAR second, and go with taxation last. So you must decide which section you are stronger with. People who are very scared of all the tougher section, guys, you don't want to lose any confidence, go with the easiest section, which is BEC. Among all the 4 sections, if you want to get confidence and if you don't want that first exam, don't go here and there. So I would suggest you start off with BC because that is among the easier subjects among all the 4, right? And also if you see that number of hours allocated also for BC is less. So that's where we, again, it depends on individual to individual which section they want to give, right? And you would need to take a call which section you need to give basis on your past experience with these sections, right? So I want some answers here in the chat window, like can you guys participate and tell me which among this all 4 subjects, which is the section which you have already studied in your previous qualifications or something, so that we can get a vote of, we get a poll and we can understand that this is one of the section where everyone likes. So Fatima have FAR audit, FAR, BC audit, FAR. I've worked in tax, CFA, FAR, BC. Oh guys, if you are in CFA, BC will look like an easiest section. Who all have done CFA before or even have passed one section of CFA or 2 section of CFA, BC and FAR should be your first 2 sections. There is no doubt about it. People who have passed USCMA, no doubt about it, start with BC straight away. I'm telling you, don't take the tougher sections. It is better to pass one section, get confidence, and at least you will have that, okay, once you have passed, the habit will keep increasing. The people who have passed USCMA, BEC and FAR should be the strategy first. People who have passed CFA or have done CFA before, I think BEC and FAR is the 2 sections which you'll need to go. What about ACCS? ACCS audit and FAR would be a good combination because ACCA cover IFRS more, right? So you will have FAR as an easier section if you are an ACCA. MBA, BEC first because BEC is all about management. Chartered accountants, financial accounting reporting, first section should be started off. CA Inter, FAR is the first section because you have already covered CA Inter and all. BBA again, BEC would be the first section to start off because management concepts are covered in BEC. Business environment and concepts. You can start off with audit also if you are BBA and MBA. CIA, no doubt about it, straight away start with auditing because CIA specializes in audit. So that is how, guys, you will need to understand and select your sections properly. Are you able to understand this, guys? Does it make much clearer in selecting which sections you need to go with? This is how you need to plan. A lot of the students, what they do, they just go with the flow and start off with any section brainlessly. And then they fail in regulation because they have never studied regulation and they suddenly go with it. Why I'm telling to start off with a section which you are very confident of is because a lot of the people have not touched the books also since longer period of time, right? How many of them here have not touched the books since last 1 year? Can you just reply here in the window, webinar chat? Ankit, Satish, Tara, Farah, Wasim, Athar, Monica, Shriram, Bhavya, Shagun, Vinita, almost everyone here, 10 years, 8 years, 6 months. पूरे बिना बताए ऐसे ही आ गए, दन 2 साल पहले वाले लोग हैं यहाँ पे. Myself 10 years it seems. Oh my God, 10 years I haven't touched the books. चक्कर आ जाएंगे रे भाई मेरे को. 12 years it seems. Sandeepan haven't touched the books since. Okay, so cool. So very good. So nice thing you are doing that. You are not studying since 10 years. I don't know. मैं तो suicide कर लूँ actually अगर एक दिन भी नहीं पढ़ूँ. So anyways, so this is a strategy, guys. That is the reason why I'm telling the subject which you have already uh, studied before, you start off with that. Why? Because what happens is you have not touched the books since longer period of time. So if you study a subject which you have already studied and which you are already interested with, the habit of studying will rise. It is very, very tough, guys, to start off the first time. Trust me, it is not easy to study. The starting point is the most toughest point. Once you kind of start off the studying, it will be very easy to study. But the start, जो push चाहिए starting में, that is very, very important. That's why I'm telling, select a subject which you have already studied before or which you are very much interested in. So that will make your habit of studying and it will make you to come into some sort of discipline. Right now, the discipline is very much missing. Right? To come into that discipline, it is important that you start off with a subject which interests you most. Like in FRM, some of them FRM are there or CFAs are there. Start off with BEC because you have already studied BEC and VAR and corporate finance are all covered in CFA. So that is where once you kind of get that push, you start with one section, then slowly you will keep studying and your habit of studying will start, right? Because you're starting after a long period of time. So it's better you do that first. Sir, so if we start with BEC, then we have to stop reg classes. Again, I'm telling you classes, live classes coming and going. You can just inform the, what do you say, Kaivalya or anyone, and then start off with the other section and tell them that you will attend the live classes later. You can just email them or inform them so that they can allow you in the next class. So it's always like that. Again, some of the people who are not at all aware of any of the section, I would highly recommend that you start off with our live classes, because what our live classes will do is inculcate the habit of discipline in you. Every weekend we have classes, so you will be in discipline, you'll be attending the classes and all, and you'll be in touch with the subject, right? That is for those people who have never studied before, who are studying after, who have never touched any of the subjects before. They will have studied all this in BCom. For those guys, I highly recommend that you attend all the live classes. You cannot go with video recordings and all. People who have already seen some of these chapters before, they can definitely go with recorded videos, because what happens in some of the recorded videos, you can go with your own speed and understand each and everything. And then you can again attend live classes if you have not attended it before, because I've just made a thumb rule that people who have attended already live classes, they can't attend again. So that's what it is. So once you will need to understand and decide accordingly, right? Sir, I'm doing it full time and planning to take FAR, audit and BEC in September. Is it fine, sir? Right now I've completed BEC and 50%. Don't be in a rush, Somuk. And for others also, don't be in a rush. Take 1 year of duration. If you see my study plan, I have allocated almost 285 days. If you see there, 285 days, it's come down to almost 10 months, right? Closer to 10 months of CPA preparation. So there is no point doing 2-3 subjects together and fatafat writing it. There is no fatafat concept here. So you'll need to be patient and practice each and everything which is there in our study plan. And then we'll you'll need to select your sections and plan for the exam. So how many papers at a time? Again, it depends on you. You go with one paper. There is a high possibility that I'm seeing that the CPA exam might extend next year also in India. If that is the case, then I think there is absolutely no problem. Even if it doesn't extend in India and if it goes to Dubai and all, you also know that international travel is not so easy. So by any logic, I am seeing that AICPA might extend the center in India, and then that will open up your doors to write one section at a time rather than writing all 2-3 sections. If it is in India, it is good that every 2 months you can write one paper. There is no rush because it's in India itself, right? So that's what you will need to understand. By my logic, what I have said last week also, or before that also, I have just said that the exam in India looks to be at least for, it might be extended for another 6-7 months. So there's a high possibility of that, but then don't be, till they don't have any official information, don't have anything. But sabko pata hai, right? So it might still extend. So after regulation, if you see there, we'll have financial accounting reporting FAR, which I'll be taking care from August, because July end we'll complete rec and straight away FAR will start. If you see there, yes, Sanchita, live sessions are there. Already we just started with regulation, one class only, who all haven't, I think reg is something which you'll need to send. So Madhip is asking, does in CPA also attempts matter or any preference to people who clear all 4 papers together? CPA, no attempts doesn't matter at all. Even if you have passed second attempt, third attempt in hiring and all, they don't even know which attempt you have passed. Unlike in chartered accountancy, they ask a lot of attempts. In CPA, they don't ask when they are hiring you, right? So that's how it is. So then again, if you see there, how do we get to know about live session and register for it? Get in touch with our website where you can find out our counselors, call them. There is a telephone number, mobile number is currently being there. So you can call there, Abhinav. I don't know why you haven't got the information on live session, because we have emailed everyone today. So in how many months will you finish FAR? So FAR, as you see guys, so after regulation is on weekends, but FAR typically we do on weekdays. So that is like morning 6 to 8 o'clock or some sort of timing like that, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So when I teach, I don't take more than 2 hours. Same goes with Suraj also, who is along with me teaching FAR. So Suraj, as you know, is a national level first ranker in chartered accountancy, considered to be one of the most favorite faculty in CPA, as far as the previous student says. Apart, though they also like me, I don't know for what reason, but they tell I also teach well. So okay. So anyway, so so we do take it on weekdays and we don't take it on weekends. The reason for not taking FAR on weekends is, and taking on weekdays is, because accounting is a subject which you need to practice every day, right? So that's where we take FAR sessions on weekdays always, and we never take it on weekends. But let us see if this time we can kind of at least put 1 or 2 classes on weekends also. But our strategy have always been clear to put FAR on weekdays. And our strategy is also very clear that we don't take Saturday 8 hours, Sunday 8 hours, 5 hours. To be honest, as a faculty, we can't teach more than 2 hours. Our 2 hours of teaching is equivalent to 13 days of hard work, right? So that much physical, hard work is required to teach for 2 hours. So I don't know how these other institutes are taking 6 hours, 7 hours in a day, because you can't even retain that. To be honest, guys, 2 hours in the front of laptop is more than sufficient. Max to max, it can go for 3 hours. I don't see any reason how it can go beyond 4 hours, 5 hours, 9 to 5 o'clock, 9 to 6 o'clock. I don't think so that can work in our classes. We don't like doing that. And I don't want any student forcing us also, because that is not possible by us. So we are not in that category to finish off fatafat and just close it off. And that's not the way we do it. Right. So Mandip, again, coming to your question, attempts doesn't matter, Abhi. So do's and don'ts. So we'll come there. So yes, that will be there. Live classes are there if you are seeing, because it starts early morning. So always we match US timing. So, okay. So I have, sir, I have started with Reg now due to the live classes. However, I have 12 years of experience in accounting. So should I go for FAR, as you would be starting with FAR soon? Yes, FAR should be the second subject after the regulation, right? So again, coming back to FAR and the Becker software, I hope everyone is able to see the Becker software. So mock tests are very, very important. Simulated exam 1, simulated exam 2, don't leave any mock test. You have the Facebook study group of Becker. We know we are very, very active in our WhatsApp study group, Telegram group, whereby students are asking, and I'm so happy that we have such a strong community network whereby any people ask any questions. And you can see, guys, we are also posting MCQs every day. We have hired some of the IM guys, and we are posting a lot of MCQs also in the different study groups. Apart from that, there is a Facebook study group of Becker also, if you can see. If you see there, there is a Becker study group also, whereby you can keep asking your questions here and answer this. Again, बहुत सारे गोरे लोगों को यहाँ मालूम नहीं पड़ता है, so you should always first put it in our group, right? Our Telegram groups. If no one is able to answer in our Telegram group, or if I am not available, or any of the faculties are not available sometime, that might be very rare, because we are typically available 24/7. That in case if we are not available and if you are not answering anything, or if our students or other students are not able to answer, then this Facebook study group does wonders. This is a very, very good group of Becker, because this is where you'll get a lot of files, updates, everything is there. And what happens is, in US every month there is exams. So these people, all US people, they are very much idle. So everywhere they are asking questions, they'll keep exchanging answers and all. Pura din ye log khali baithe hue rehte. So that's where you can always interact. This is the most interactive Facebook groups of Becker, right? So these are the groups you must immediately join. And then you have AICPA newly released questions, very, very important. Lot of these questions have come straightforward, same in the exam also. I'm telling you some questions, they haven't even changed the numbers also. So it is very important that you do AICPA newly released questions also, because they are the real questions, how it looks like, right? I hope this is clear. So far, this is the strategy to go on with each and everything. Now, FAR, what are the important sections in FAR? All right, F8, F9, F10, heavy weightage chapters. I hope I'm very much clear and loud on this section. Is everyone able to hear me properly? Again, I'm telling where to find AICPA newly released question, Kelvin. Just now I showed in the software. Are you awake or not? I've shown in the software here, AICPN. Guys, are you not able to see the software here? So see there, you have AICPN newly released questions straight away in the Becker software itself. So don't again ask me where is it and all. Please concentrate on the session. So again, I repeat, F8, F9, F10, very, very important chapters in FAR. These are the turning points. Whether you'll pass the exam or not will be decided by these three chapters. One day before the exam in FAR, do all the journal entries, write in each and every chapter, write down the journal entries, important points, important concepts in each and every module. That is how you will master the FAR section. Journal entries are heavily tested in FAR, right? Revenue recognition, leases, F8, F9, F10, these are some of the important chapters which are there in FAR and which needs to be studied a lot before you write the exam. So this is one day before the exam of FAR, right? And some of them are writing as a new student with BCom honors for the very first time, which section do you preferably suggest to opt for? Go with our live classes. Actually, if you're from BCom and all, start off with Rec because you have no idea on any of the sections now. So go on with the live sessions, right? Okay. So now again back. So far is this any tips to master typing for exam for written communication? No tips. Actually, you'll need to go into the Becker software. I'll come to the BEC section, Arthur. So right now, just let me complete the FAR. Okay. So Bobby is asking, sir, before the exam, how many days of leave is sufficient? If you're writing the first exam of FAR, I think 2 weeks of leave is more than sufficient. And if you're writing 2 sections of CPA, then minimum of around 3 weeks are required. So almost 21 days. I would strongly recommend that a gap between every section should have 20 days of gap between every subject. Suppose I'm writing FAR on June 5th in Prometric, June 25th, I should write my second exam. Always give gap, guys. If you write straight away after 4 or 5 days, you will fail the exam. There is no doubt about it. Who are working people, remember that you should give a 20 days gap between each and every section. FAR or BEC ke beech mein give 20 days of gap. Sir, what about people not staying in the same place of exam testing? Still 20 days of gap should be sufficient enough. So do we need to still follow the order of sections in FAR or can we start with F8, F9, F10? No, you need to follow the order of the section because first chapter is a conceptual chapter. So FAR should be started with F1, F2, F3, F4, right? So 20 days gap between 2 exams. Yes, Bobby. So there should be 20 days gap between 2 exams. Else don't write the exam. Don't go for writing the exam. Sir, is it good to go through Becker videos first before attending the live classes? Yes, Bhavya, that is very good. So Becker lectures are very, very good. So Peter Olinto and Tim Getty are there. So why we are taking live classes, sir? फिर आपके भी videos हैं, Becker के भी videos हैं. Which one we should study? Again, guys, always go with Becker videos first. If you don't understand Becker videos, because we go in lot in deep, right? हम Indians को अंदर जाके खोजने का बहुत आदत है. So we go in very much deep of the subject. So what is necessary is there in the lecture. If you feel that, yes, I'm not able to understand this concept, then refer our recorded videos also on our Simandar portal. Thereby you will get a good knowledge about this subject. And some of them don't understand the accent also of English and all of Becker, Peter Olinto, Tim Getty and all. So you can always visit our lectures also. Start off with Becker videos first. So Farah is telling, sir, Becker videos, they are just reading, not explaining this. So that is what Farah, that's why our recorded videos are there. So a lot of them find it that our lectures are also very good. So we do it, we recommend first Becker because we think that first they should go through the Becker videos and if they have any doubts, they can go through our videos, right? So your recorded videos are how much old? What, how much old? How our live classes happens, immediately we upload that. So they are the latest videos. There is no old new in recorded. They are all latest. Last 8 दिन पहले वाले videos रहते. FAR we have just done it like in February only. So they are only 1 month old videos, 1 or 2 months old. The regulation also we have done it in December, January. So these are all very latest videos because every month we do CPA sections, right? So every month we have CPA classes. Overall, every entire year we are doing CPA classes only. So you shouldn't worry on the recordings. Sir, what all areas should we cover in the days before exams? MCQs, SIMs, whether any mock test also before the exam? No MCQs, no SIMs, nothing doing. Just go one day before, what all you have done, your mistakes and all, and read the textbook only. Apart from textbook, don't do anything day before the exam, because before that you have already taken 19 days of gap. As I said, you 20 days should be there gap between two sections. So 19 days you have already practiced MCQs, everything. One day before the exam, just study the textbook, that's it, right? So should we not wait for your live classes? That's what I'm telling. You don't need to wait for the live classes. You can always watch our recorded videos and then again attend the live classes also. There is no problem like that. So can we switch the test and MS Excel windows during exam? Excel in Becker is very basic. Yes, so you can switch to that. That shouldn't be a problem. So is it possible to give FAR and Reg in December? Satabdi, very risky to give two tougher sections. FAR and regulation are very, very lengthy and very tough. So you need to be real careful if you're writing two tougher sections, because FAR is also tough and regulation is also very tough, right? And they're very voluminous. I would say you give FAR and audit, or BEC and regulation, or FAR and BEC, club one tougher section and one easier section. So if you start off with Reg, then do BEC also simultaneously, Monday to Friday, and one tougher and one easier. That should be the game plan. Sir, may I know how do I get these mock practices in the system? I'm getting trained online to have screen sharing. I will know how to practice. Mock exam, there is nothing to practice here because it's clearly there in the modules itself of Becker. If you see there, if I open the FAR lectures, so if you see there a simulated exam 1, 2, 3, it is already there, right? And don't go for the CP exam if you're scoring less than 70% in the mock test or less than 60% in the mock test. Don't write the CP exam. You will fail the CP exam because this mock test will give you an indicator that where are you on your CP exam preparation. If you are scoring less than 60%, please don't go to the exam and write this exam. Straight away reschedule the exam. This is a thumb rule. If you are scoring lesser than 60% in the mock test, don't go for the CP exam. Now, sir, on FB group, they are talking about Ninja, this Ninja, Tinja, this Wiley Tiley, this all things. Please don't refer anything. You will not have time to do the entire Becker also. My humble request, see this guys, people who are new, I have taken an interview with Ajad Cells award winner, whereby he clearly said this fellow have scored 99. So please at least iski baat to suno guys. He have not studied anything apart from Becker. Please don't do Ninja, Tinja, whatever it is. Don't go anywhere. We have Sherin also has scored 94, 95s. There are so many people who are doing it. Just watch this video also, which we have done with the Ajad Cells award winner. I hope everyone is able to see the screen. You can go there. There was one interview which I have done with him, whereby he have clearly said there is absolutely no requirement to do anything apart from Becker. So stick to Becker, nothing beyond Becker. That's it, right? Okay, so should we do mock test in those 20 days before the exam or during initial preparation? I think because you need to do 3 interview with Randeep, right? Yes, Sabira. Randeep interview which I have taken on our YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel also. Why see our subscribers both come hai. So please guys subscribe to it. Normally I don't ask only, but at least who are enrolled with me, please do subscribe, because there we'll get the latest. I keep doing there. So that interview will at least help you out in knowing a lot of things about the Becker thing. Okay? So again, should we do a mock test in those 20 days before the exam or during initial preparation? Because I have recommended, if you see there, I have recommended FAR as 3 studies are required. That means you need to do 3 revisions of FAR. So I think in second or third revision, Radhika, you can do the mock test, at least 1 or 2 mock tests, and in the 20 days 1 mock test you can do it. So that's how you can do it. Clear? So are the reg lectures that are going on right now identical to the ones already recorded in December, January, Karan? Yes, they are the same, because regulation there are no changes, Karan. So there is absolutely no change in regulation section. The next biggest change in regulation will come next year only, or in October also. There are only COVID related changes, which is only 1 or 2 pages. So that's what it is, right? So not much changes in regulation. Sir, what do you recommend to get? How do you recommend to get 95 in FAR? Like how many questions should we practice today? practice a day to be the best. That's what I'm telling. Practice entire Becker, do MCQs, do mock test, do skill-based videos, do AICP and newly released questions. I think that is what is enough. Karan, that's what, they are very less provisions. CARES and FFRCA, they are not so detailed being asked in AICP. Because if you see state taxation, they don't cover. They cover only federal taxation. So that's why regulation updates are very less, even which comes in September, October. We'll definitely share you that PDFs and all. That will be 2-3 pages only, right? So how much gap should we put in all this in a day when I start off with FAR? Early morning, always study F8, F9, F10, right? Because they are theoretical chapters. So morning you should study F8, F9, F10, and evening you should do all practical related things. Is it clear, guys? Did you able to understand what I'm telling? I'm just telling how you start off with. Suppose I am a CPA student. I have started with FAR. Early morning, always study the dry topics in the morning only, because morning the mind is fresh and all. So we always recommend that the dry topic, the uninteresting topics, always do it in the morning. Audit also always study in morning only. There is no chance that you can study audit in afternoon. You'll definitely sleep. Even in evening, if you start, you will sleep. Morning is the best time to study theoretical subjects. So FAR, F8, F9, F10 is very much theory. So always try to do it in morning only, right? Sir, the live class held on weekends are only through online or offline classroom. There is no question of doing physical classes actually now. And I think it will be idiotic if I do physical classes right now, because I have always believed that live classes are there. I think today I'm interacting with you guys. Do you think should we do a physical classes for you to interact with me? You're able to listen to me very nicely, right? So this is how technology is, right? Live classes or online classes are always helpful because you don't need to travel anything. And I have been doing this last 3 years now. I have never believed in physical classrooms, though we have done that and all, but I feel that online classes are very much flexible. You have the recordings, you can always see it. I don't at all agree with the physical classes, because you can't just concentrate on those classes as well, because in the physical also you'll just see and sit there, right? So at least in online you have the flexibility to kind of attend it and all. So that's how it is. So sir, do we have any Ajat Cells Award student from Simandar? I'm waiting for that, Bobby. I think you will be that. And one student, I think Sherin, have got little closer to 94s. She, the minimum score to get the Ajat Cells Award winner is 95.5. So Sherin have been closer to 94. She haven't scored 95. So you will have to score minimum of 95.5, right? Her interviews are there. Yes, my interview was also there with Sherin. You can check in YouTube. She have also discussed on her strategy and the plan, how she prepared and all, right? So you can go through that also. So again, starting off my day, so you will have to take the theoretical subjects in the morning and practical subjects in the evening. That is how you will need to tackle this entire study plan. What if any problem related to topic? How can we ask them and all on online classes? Even in physical also you can't ask, right? Even when I do a physical classroom, I have never seen the student catching me there for 2 hours, 3 hours. It never happens. What it happens is after the class gets over, 15 to 20 minutes, people ask, and then they ask offline only in the groups, right, Shubham? So if you have any questions, you can always put it in the groups, and it is all WhatsApp and Telegram groups. So we can keep answering from there, right? So there is absolutely no issues on the doubt solving and all sort of things. Sir, I end up wasting a lot of time on Google. The explanation is not in depth. So I want to keep my material concise. So I'm focusing only on Becker, but sometimes as pointed out, explanation is not. So I end up wasting what to do. So always refer the Simandar videos, because we do it in depth. So if you're not understanding any logic or any concept, always refer Simandar videos and they will help you out. Clear? Okay. So that is how it is. So this is about FAR. Next, we are going to BEC. Now BEC, the strategy of written communication, guys. So BEC, I have tackled 40 days. If you see there, I have kept 40 days, 4 to 5 hours, 200 hours I've allocated for BEC, and 3 rounds of studies are required. People who are CFA don't get complacent. People who are chartered accountants don't get complacent. Don't be overconfident if you're CA Inter or anything. Yes, this is an easier section, but apni kismat kharab hai. Whatever we think easy, we fail in that only. Always remember, when you are studying, you must remember that your fortunes is always bad. Always remember that. मेरी किस्मत खराब है, whatever you will leave, that will only come in exam. Always remember that. Whatever you will leave, this is my curse that should be asked in the exam. There is absolutely no question of leaving anything, because this is what you want to learn, this is what you want to cover everything. So I don't want you guys to leave anything in your content. One day before you can do a selective study, I don't have absolutely any problem with that, but not that. So one question is coming: how to revise 1 week before the exams, and what are the important areas of sims in various sections? Again, nothing is important. You'll need to practice each and everything. That's what I'm trying to tell, right? Do 3 revisions 1 day before. As I've already said, I've taken out some topics so far like F8, F9, F10, journal entries and all sort of stuff, so that we can do it. But you will need to study all the 3 times, everything, each and everything you will need to study. Don't leave anything for that matter. Now BEC, coming to the BEC strategy, corporate governance, all those subjects should be studied in the morning, right? And corporate governance. So we are done with FAR. Again, solving sims and all. Abhijit, you will need to keep solving it again and again and again. And you will need to practice a lot of sims, what is there in the Becker, and wherever you are doing wrong, keep a note of that. And then don't try to make the same mistake, right? There's no point solving 1,000 sims also. It's not about solving MCQs or sims. It's about getting the concepts clear. The objective should be to get the concepts, not doing 10,000 multiple choice question or 20,000 simulation. That's not how you will pass. The objective should be to get the logical understanding and the conceptual knowledge. Once you have the concept, even 30,000 questions also you can solve it, right? So what is the hour-wise distribution of 3 revisions of BEC? So if you see there, 14 to 5, 200 hours. So first BEC revision would take, so the first time when you study BEC, it will take minimum of around 80 hours. Next time when you study, it would take around 50 hours, right? And the last time when you study, we have seen that 20 to 25 hours it takes, because BEC have only 6 chapters. So if you see there are only 6 sections or 6 chapters in BEC. I'm just hoping, is everyone able to see the screen? Just let me know, guys, if you have missed out the screen here of the Becker. So if you see there, the BEC section, we have only 6 chapters. Now, again, written communication, they will only test the grammar. Just cover the concept, like IRR versus NPV. Write 2-3 points about NPV, write 2-3 points about IRR. Just cover those concepts in that particular thing. If that concepts are coming in your written communication sims, they will give you full marks for it. If you're writing a written communication without any concepts, without anything, now your financial management is confused. Which should he select? Should he select NPV or should he select IRR? Which is the better one? So you will need to give points. NPV maximizes the wealth of shareholders. IRR doesn't do that. So these are some of the points you will write in the letter. Even though you might not have drafted it properly, right, when you're writing an email, but if your concepts are clear in that written communication, you will be awarded full marks. Remember that. Is it clear, Shriya? Right? So that is how the written communication sims are. If you see the written communication sims, they are nothing but they are asking you to write a letter, right? So if you see there, I have just launched the written communication. What is the role of technology system in control monitoring? What is a technology system? So you will write so you will need to write a memorandum, something about blockchain or something about, so what is the role of technology systems in controlling, control monitoring? You cannot write like BCom answers, yes, technology is very good in monitoring, right? This is a stupid language. Again writing the same thing. Yes, but technology is very good. Are you getting it? Repetitively telling ek hi cheez again in same lines. Are you getting it? This is not the way you will write your written communication sims. When they are asking role of technology systems in control monitoring, write 5 points. How technology would help it around, right? And how long it should be. It should be precise, shorter, right? 10 lines, 10 to 8 to 9 lines is better, but the concept should be there more. Not about writing big answers in written communication. It should be clear and crisp, and 5 to 6 lines. I think point wise or paragraph, you can do anything. There is no thing on point. You can write point wise will be better, right? Write 5-6 points and you can clear it off. Are they testing they're testing technical part or grammar part? Both. Shriram, they are also taking, because this is a USCP exam, it's a US exam, they want that your English also should be good. So they are checking only elementary level of English, not like technology, right? are control doing, I will do like this. These sort of stupid English will not give you marks, right? They are expecting a minimum English. That's it. Not some very smart English, perplexed, this, that, and all these big words. Don't use this. No stupid jargons, right? Very, very simple layman language is enough. Sir, what is the weightage for written communication sims? Written sims carry 15% weightage, right? So this is about written communication sims, and 35% weightage is given to the normal sims of the, like we have the sims in other subject. Again, there is no big thing. You should write 5-6 lines or 8 lines. That is more than sufficient. They will not cut the marks even if you write in detail also. There is not a problem. If you write in detail also, there is no, they will not deduct marks for that, right? So that's how it is. So how relevant is blueprint? How to refer that? Should we revise textbook multiple times? You don't need to worry on the blueprint anything. Just stick to Becker. Don't go into the blueprint and all sort of crap. Okay. So what are the chapters control more weightage in BC? BC 1 and BC 6 one day before the exam. So BC 1 and BC 6 are heavily tested chapters. Remember that one day before the exam, these are the two chapters which are very important. Heavily tested BC 1, 6 and even economics for that matter. I myself have taught economics. You can see the recorded videos, and I feel that my economics lectures were little useful than in Becker, because Becker I've just read it what it is, right? So do refer the recorded videos of mine when you're studying for economics, because economics is a heavy weighted chapter. So I've just gone in deep in that, right? Sir, for written sims will also authoritative literature be available? What is this here, Radhika? Agar written sims maybe if they keep authoritative literature, then there is no point of written sims, right? You will directly copy paste from authoritative literature only. No authoritative literature for written sims. Remember that. There is no literature for that. There is no open book system for, see, who all are new guys. As you know, in simulation we have open book system. Are you getting this, guys? So see, in Becker also there is no authoritative literature. That means there is no authoritative literature for written communication sims also. That means that only. Clear? So remember that. So as you know, guys, all your simulation have open book system, authoritative literature, which is a digital book where you can search and you can find out. A lot of them are finding difficulty in searching also. Remember that if you're studying audit, if you're writing the exam audit, you must select AICPA standards and PCAOB. If you're studying for FAR, select FASB codification. If you're studying for tax, you must select IRC, Internal Revenue Code. So this is how you must check and answer it, and use the advanced search to get the right keyword also in authoritative literature. Is it clear to everyone? I hope I am clear on this particular front on authoritative literature. So you will need to understand. I think Abhi Kiran, did you get that, Abhi? I think you asked that question in Telegram group also. I noted down in my book. So I will repeat it again, Abhi, if you haven't followed this or if I have gone little faster. So if you see there in authoritative literature, guys, if you see this, if I'm starting with FAR, if I'm writing for the FAR section, always in authoritative literature, you must select FASB codification. FASB codification have all accounting standards. Don't study for something different. Are you getting it? This is the FAR authoritative literature. Is it clear till here, guys? I'm just stopping here. Are you able to understand when you're studying for FAR? This will be your authoritative literature. So this is where you'll need to search for revenue and all. I to passed my FAR exam, digital book, from this only copying everything. Here though in Becker it is limited, but AICP will give you a 6 months authoritative literature once you get the NTS. You have a 6 months access to your authoritative literature, which will be in detail. Exam mein to itna easily you can copy paste. We Indians are very good in that. Don't worry. Aram se dikh jayega answer tumhare ko. FAR mein and audit mein, I have passed just by seeing that authoritative literature only, that 50%. That's why you need to practice this very nicely. And that's why we tied up also with Becker, so that people can practice with authoritative literature very properly. Right? That's where the software will help you out. And always practice this advanced search option to match the right keyword. ये ऐसे ही है guys, जैसे Google में कैसा रहता है, we need to search something, you can blindly search anything in this and get the answers. So similar keywords, if they ask you which section is financial instruments is there, if you search financial instruments, you search a financial instrument, you will get the paragraph, then you go into the sub paragraph, then you'll get the subsection. Like that you can go in. Now suppose presentation is there, right? You go into the 210 balance sheet, then he will ask is 210 में 10 overall में क्या है, then 210 10 45. This is how the coding will be. Are you getting it? This is a question they might ask you. Balance sheet deals with which accounting standard codification in simulations? So you will write 210 10 45. That will be the fill in the blanks. Is it clear, guys? I hope I am not going faster in this authoritative literature. If they are telling you, please find out where is balance sheet. So you must tell the section number 210, subsection 10, then 45. अगर कुछ clause भी है तो नीचे सीधे 45(1)(a). This is how you must tell where is the classification of current assets. 210, 45. So how it is 210, 10, 45, 45(1), 45(1) के नीचे clause A. Is it clear, guys? If they ask you where is classification of current assets, this is how you will need to put it in that fill in the blanks. I hope you are able to understand this authoritative literature. This is how you will search. बहुत ही easy है, very easy to find out this and try to type lot of things and get this. Sir, yes, any reg example of authoritative literature? So let me go into the regulation now. So this was for FAR, guys. So now if you want to go for regulation, right? So I will just start with regulation. In regulation, you must always select IRC, Internal Revenue Code. This is like income tax we have in India. In regulation, this is IRC. So they might ask you which is the section, which is a subtitle, chapter 1 or income taxes where it does, right? So you will go into determination of that, tax liability, tax on individuals, right? Tax imposition. So see there, here you will get all the 1400 U3 59B, right? Point A 1 2. So here you can easily search the regulation. Is it Bayer Act language? Yes, it is in Bayer Act. Guys, this is the language which is drafted by the Act itself. So you will not get all clear like that. It is only in the Act language. It is being drafted not in an explanatory manner. It is not like they are explaining everything. If they give explanation, then you will pass this exam very easily. Are you getting it, Anish? So this is just in the Bayer Act form. जैसे एक act का language कैसे होता है, वैसे they will give it. But still, it is very much vital to find out all the answers from this also, because act you can interpret the act very nicely, right? Abhi, are you able to understand how this authoritative literature looks like in regulation? I hope I am clear on this particular front, right? So, sir, can you kindly explain with Income Tax IT Act of India? What do you mean by IT Act of India? यही है, Income Tax में भी same ही रहता है ना, Bayer Act. See the Bayer Act of Income Tax. It is in the same form only. It is in the Bayer Act language only. If you go into the Income Tax of India, right? Income Tax India, Income Tax Bayer Act. So if you see the Bayer Act languages, how they are given, it is in the same way, guys. So if you see this section 1 short title, they will never explain in detail. They are just giving the clauses. This act must be, it extends. So this is what it is. They might ask you in the exam, act number kya hai, chapter 1 kya hai, chapter sub clauses kya hai. So these are the sub clauses. This is the clause, right? So that's how you will need to understand this and write in your regulation section when you're solving the section sims. So they might ask you the research based sims also. I think even Surinder will also cover in a regulation classes that. So exam point of view, can you link and explain with a question and answer? I've already explained you, right? So where is that taxable in heads of income? Kahan pe aa raha hai? Just select their tax tables, right? Go to their 3, section 3, clause A, right? So that's how you will identify and write this. So kuch bhi zyada big deal nahi hai. Getting it, 531 to 565 sections are there. So you can go in there, in deep there, and go into the 531 sections mein kya kya hai. Again, go into the 532 section. If he's telling corporation subject to accumulated earning tax, which section does it come to? This is how they will ask you in the exam. 1, 2 research-based sims always are coming in the exam from regulation. So they'll ask corporation subject to accumulated earning tax, which subsection section it comes. So section 532, clause A, general rule, you can put it. And B, exceptions. So that is what it is. And section C. Is it clear to everyone? That is nothing but the way you search and write the research-based sims. I hope I am clear on this particular front. Right? So this is for taxation. Now for audit, you will select authoritative literature. In audit, you will be having what is in audit is If you see there in audit, you will have PCAOB auditing standards and AICPA. So first you must always select PCAOB auditing standard, where you will get all the general auditing standards and all, where you can check each and every audit procedures and answer this. Guys, audit may, this open book system will definitely help you to pass the audit exam, because these are very very helpful. यहाँ पे बहुत answers मिलते हैं authoritative literature से audit के section में. I hope I am clear on this particular front also. Right, so that is about authoritative literature, and that's all about okay, one person is asking how much score in mock exam shows you are prepared. More than 60% in Becker mock test shows that you are prepared and you are good to go for the exam. If you score below 60%, I won't recommend you to write the exam. You will definitely fail. That is what is the threshold for the mock exams. BEC also the same thing. So BEC may also the authoritative literature. In BEC, when they give you the authoritative literature, they will never give you FAR or IRC or anything sort of that. That literature will be separate for you, right? So that's how it is. And then we have, does Simandhar provide classes for specific topics for people who taken classes already and have doubts in particular area? They can definitely get in touch with the faculties or refer our videos and all, and you can go in for those specific topics, doubts. We can definitely go forward and then do it, right? We already do Simandhar live classes. We have Simandhar recorded classes. Then we have Becker recorded classes also. फिर तुम्हारे कुछ specific topic के भी classes होना अभी. So that is too much optimistic, because we are doing 3, 4 time revisions. And if after this also if people are not able to understand, then God only can protect you guys, because that is too much to ask for us, right? Because we are doing a lot of these things. So there's no question of doing again specific topic classes, because already we are doing live classes, then recorded videos, then Becker recorded videos, then skill-based videos. Itna karne ke bawajood bhi, if you're not getting specific topics, I think this is too much for a person to ask for actually. Sorry to say, right? So does AICPA do the ICI way, that is suggested answer they'll stick to and mark the simulation wrong? Saptaki, this is not ICI. So don't worry, there is nothing suggested answer here. It is all evaluated by the systems itself, right? I think if we have enough material, we have enough material. If we cover that only should be enough. Yes, Mandeep, that's right. That's what I'm telling to these guys. I think that is more than sufficient. Simply don't do 30, 40 things and fail the exam. Stick to your material, trust the material. If you study the material, guys, you will definitely pass the exam. If you refer 10, 20 things, I don't think so you can pass the exam. This ninja, tinja, this wily tiley, these all, please stop this nuisance straight away. This miles crap, these all people, these all stupid institutes, please stop it. If you have come to us, then trust us. If you're not confident with us, then please leave. I have no problem whatsoever. You can go to some another wily or ninja only and study from there on, right? So once you have joined with us, it's a like an I would say insult to us that if you're going and solving some other MCQs and all, you're always happy to go and do that, but don't give majority of time to that. That is my humble request. I can't accept that you're going there and solving all the Wiley and Becker and then you're doing all 30, 40 things. It will only fail you the exam. That's what it is. Clear? Sir, shall I prepare notes for entire content or only for difficult topics? Again, depends on you, Chirag. But I would highly recommend that for each and every chapter, prepare your own notes, right? So that's how it is. So that you prepare your own notes instead of this ninja tinja. I would suggest that you prepare your own notes only and then circulate to students and get some networking done on Facebook groups. थोड़े गोरे लोग रहेंगे वहाँ पे and you can get some good job opportunities also. वहाँ पे घड़ी keep sharing your notes and all and just get famous in that Facebook study groups also. वहाँ पे बहुत लोग रहते. So that would be a better thing rather than solving this ninja and all sort of things. ठीक है? Sir, minimum 2 research-based sims in regulation. Yes, 2 research-based sims will come in reg, and sometimes in FAR also they ask you 2 research-based sims. So you will need to be real careful in the sim research. If you are getting research-based sims, guys, you should be very lucky because they are one of the easiest sims. It will take only 10 minutes to solve the research-based sims, right? Okay, thank you, sir. I'm really happy with Simandhar and Becker after wasting hefty money with another provider. What's this research-based sim? Uday, that's what I've explained. Research-based sim is nothing but they will tell you to find out the section number, clause, subclause. Like we did for IRC, right? Just now I showed you the section, subsection, subclause. So they'll give you corporation tax, which section it falls in. So you'll need to do an open book system and find out. Isn't it such beautiful? Because people will have habit to bear act. We have never had the habit of reading the act, right? That's why I love CP exams, because they push you to read the act itself, to read the bare literature itself. So that is the beauty actually, right? So can we go back to previous questions during the exam? Yes, till you haven't submitted the testlet, you can always go back and change the answer, right? So that is how it is. Now coming back to BEC. So once we are done with BEC, right? So next comes to audit. So audit again, same strategy, everything, but I have taken 50 days and more number of hours, 250, because sir, if I fail a section straight away, even after my period straight away, even then my period of 18 months will start. No, once you pass, from that time only the 18-month window will start. Fail वाले का तो कैसा भी lapse हो गया. Let us please not talk anything negative. I just don't want to hear that word of fail and all, please. Right? So auditing is 50 days we are allocating and 5 hours. It's almost around 250 hours you are allocating for audit, guys. Again, you must refer the AICPA newly released questions and AICPA professional standards literature also from AICPA website also. There are AICPA professional standards and authoritative literature of Becker also. Please do read each and every standard. You don't need to memorize, just for your reading. Like a novel kaisa padhte, like that only you just read the professional standards of AICPA, right? And do refer the Simandar videos for auditing, because audit, what I have seen from Becker is they are not covering in detail in their videos. So do refer our recorded videos also for audit, because we have covered in detail, right? So auditing is 15 to 5, 250 hours. So auditing, again, I am recommending for all the 4 sections, I'm recommending three times of studying. So audit also, you will have 50 days, 5 hours. In auditing, the most important chapters are the sampling chapters, audit reports. Just be aware of these particular things. And this section is the only section where people fail. You will be amazed to know that most of the student fail in auditing exam. The problem is, every MCQ the answer looks correct. Are you getting it? जब MCQ solve करते हैं, sir, where we can find AICPA professional standard? You can find in AICPA website also. You can directly type Google AICPA professional standards. It will take you there. Or in Becker also, you will have the professional standards and authoritative literature, which I have already shown you. PCAOB, right? That are nothing but the auditing standards. Karan Mehta, sir, I learned that they are not giving scratch papers and calculators at center in India. That's will, sir, please take it up with AICPA. No, they are giving it. AICPA have already informed them. So don't worry, in the Prometric, you will get the scratch paper and calculator for sure. So don't worry on that. Sir, how much audit is similar to CA final audit syllabus regarding the standards? I think it is much similar to CA, but the problem is here is MCQs. So that's why audit becomes one of the toughest section among all of them, right? So how many hours do you recommend to study in a week for an individual who's working? I think 3 hours in a day, 2 to 3 hours. 2 hours also is enough. So that means 2 into 5, 10 hours, and on weekend, 6 hours. So 20 to 25 hours, I'm expecting a person who is a working professional should at least spend 20 hours minimum, right? So, sir, AICPA standards are Incense Base Act we need to go through for once. Yes. Sir, for purpose understanding and remembering, would you suggest comparing Indian standards with US standard, or should be open to you? Don't try to compare, because it will be confusing, Venkat. I would suggest don't do a comparison between Indian and US standards, because again, then you are referring another literature. That's where I don't want you to refer too many things. Too many things makes people confused. So I want you guys to stick to one thing only, right? Sir, please share hour-wise distribution for 3 revision for audit and rec also. So again, audit and rec, first revision should take minimum of around 100 hours, right? Audit is very, very detailed. It might take 120 hours also. Next time it might take 50 hours, 50 to 55 hours, 170. And the last revision should not take more than 30 to 35 hours. So 250 hours is what we are telling. Again, mock tests are very important. Audit ka ek hi raaz hai, guys, solve lot of MCQs and write down all the conceptual things. Audit, only way to tackle audit is take out the 2 unimportant in the choices in MCQs and do a 50-50 always in audit, because all the 4 options looks to be right in audit. So always eliminate the unimportant ones and then select among the 2 important ones, which is the correct one. That's how you will solve the audit. And AICPA professional standards are very, very important. Do read the standards like you're reading the novel. At least one time you should have a glance with that particular thing. Last comes regulation, which is 70, number of days is 70. And I think it is having the same allocation time like FAR. Reg is very, very detailed. 350 hours is what I am planning to put it up for regulation, right? So 300 hours is too much of a time, but that's how we are kind of putting it up. For regulation, you will require that many things for reg, because reg is very, very detailed like FAR. That's why I'm telling you, people who are going for reg, take easier section of BEC. If you're going with FAR, take an easier section of audit or BEC, right? So that's how it is. How much time is it recommended? Sir, sorry, I missed it in between, which are weighted chapters in audit sampling, audit reports, and audit standards. You can go in. See, these are the heavy weighted chapters. So how much time is it recommended for self preparation on the 4 section individually after taking up all the live sessions? No, that is what you're doing right, wrong. When you're taking the live sessions or when you're doing the recordings, simultaneously study there only. Don't do it after all the live classes and then I will study. You will be a goner again. You'll not be able to prepare at all. Do simultaneously with the live classes. If you're doing with recordings, do simultaneously studying with the recordings only. Don't do it like my pehle pura recording khatam karne ke baad then I will practice. Wrong way of approaching the things. So important chapter for regulation, all bases R3, R4, R5. One of the very, very important chapters. We don't teach for R6 and R7 because that is a theory chapter. So don't expect us to teach that. So R5, R6, we don't teach R7 and R8 because that are theory law chapters, but R1 to R6, R3, R4, R5 are very, very important chapters in regulation. Do give a lot of importance to basis related questions. So these are heavily tested in regulation, right? So if you take FAR and audit simultaneously, would we require to know the basics of reg and reg in order to pass audit? Or reg has nothing to do with all three sections. Regulation is completely different from all the three. It is US tax. It has no relation with FAR, audit or BEC. FAR and audit might be related. BEC and audit might be related. FAR and audit might be related, but regulation is not related to anything. So I hope you are getting it. Only I think regulation mein R8, which is the auditing some of the law related part, R7 and R8, that you might relate with your BCom portion, Sales of Goods Act, Contract Act, that sort of things. Right? So that is how it is. So sir, in reg, which section to be selected for, which section to be, you should start with the same timing only for the regulation R1, R2, R3, don't change the momentum. Then again, attending live classes, same time revise with Becker, practice MCQs, right? So that is how you will need to do, Chirag. And go one at a time. So should we invest time in repeating the mock exams? Yes, if you're getting less, then keep on solving the mock exams again and again. Till you don't score 60, don't go for the exam, right? Same mock. I don't care even if it's same mock. Okay? Sir, in regulation, which section to be selected for authoritative literature? So I will just write here, reg के लिए IRC, right? FAR के लिए FASB, right? Audit के लिए PCAOB. BC it is general. They will give in exam itself. And AICP also for audit. Right? Okay, so will mock exam questions keep changing? So it might change a little bit, but most of the times it gets repeated. Abhi. Okay, guys. That's all we had for today actually. So now I am unmuting some of them who have, so can you guys raise your hands? So if any of them have any questions the last 10-15 minutes so that I can wind up this session today. So I'll just unmute some of them. Bhavya, you are unmuted first.
So Sandeepan, should I start, sir? I'm Sandeepan.
Who's this actually?
Sandeepan.
Yeah, Sandeepan, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I started with reg, but now I'm a little bit confused because, you know, I have got around 10 to 12 years of experience into accounting. And looking at the live classes right now going on in reg, so I started studying into it. So what would you suggest? Should I start with FAR again, because we are going to start the live sessions on FAR as well in August? So
Yes.
what should I do?
What you can do is regulation, since you have already started, right? So I would say that stick to that and start preparing, because it's now May month only, right? So May, June, July, 3 months, I think more than sufficient for regulation. And even though, so I would say a combination of reg and FAR also is not a problem till you are able to practice it properly. right? But then you will have to give the exam somewhere in December only. You cannot write in September regulation for sure, or FAR also. You'll need to take some time, do reg and FAR together, or at least write regulation only one section in September, right? So Sandeepan, that will help you out. But if you are planning to write two sections, then it will be confusing. So it's not
No,
like you haven't, because you were in accounting, so did you do a wrong thing by selecting regulation first? That is not the right way of looking at the things. There's absolutely no problem. I could relate like that also, that this is a new section, so you might be more interested in also, right? It again depends on how the timeline is for you. Now since you have started regulation, stick to it and study every day and try to finish it off. So there's no problem, because you have already started, attended one class. So stick on, so that you will get after, see, almost after a long time you're starting. So at least
yeah,
if you'll go with the live classes, you'll have that habit also of studying, right? So I think
yeah.
that will be a problem. Since you have already started it, I have recommended you. Had you not started or anything, I would have said after 2 months you can start. But since you have already enrolled, now you're already there. Why should you waste 2-3 months? You can definitely start with regulation and start studying. Okay.
Sure, sure. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Next, guys.
Hi Shipal, thank you for firstly taking the session. I think it was really helpful for all of us. However, I have a very general question. Since things are so fluid right now, I mean, considering the current situation we are in, it's extremely difficult, and the days are not set in stone. So it's extremely difficult to maintain that motivation and focus a lot of times, because you're not sure when you're actually going to write the exam. So how do you suggest we maintain that motivation and focus?
See, again, अब मेरा तो यार, should I tell you about me? So when I started, so now normally when I start, like I completed CA, CPAs, whenever I used to study for this professional exam, I remember one thing. So guys, everyone can go on mute so that we can answer this. So I know that there are a lot of things which are there, and there are a lot of disturbances. There is a rescheduling, Prometric is cancelling, then you have COVID and all. The important thing is to stay motivated. Is, I would say that you keep studying. I think that is the only way to kind of get out of this particular thing. And see, COVID, we all know that this will stay as is, and there is absolutely, since there is no vaccine, there is no other go also. But the things are opening up, the positivity is there, and almost everywhere the lockdowns are opening up now. So now that we can't also stay in the lockdowns for a longer period of time, so if you see the futuristic angle, you will be more motivated to see that the worst is already gone, right? The cases are there, but the deaths are not much. So the worst is already behind. Now it is more of a tackle for us to kind of study hard and capitalize this opportunity and pass the exam. And now if I'm not getting any interest in the section only, sir, whenever I open the books, I don't get any interest to study. So what I used to do, if I was a student that time, if I'm not a professional, I used to remember my parents, and I used to study for CA. So I used to close my eyes, remember my mom, how were my bad days, what was the difficult time for us. So I close my eyes, I recollect all those things and get motivated and push myself. That's how I was in my student life. When I was in professional, when I started CPA after CA, so I always used to think that I was working with Infosys that time. And I thought that if I want to compete in a professional environment and I want to grow my skills and all, so I will need to work hard, I'll need to study hard, I'll need to capture those skills and become a very good professional and go up the corporate ladder. And that's where I wanted to be. I didn't wanted to be with one qualification only, and I just wanted to explore and understand the international qualification, because see, CPA is more internationally recognized, and I always wanted to see that I have a global qualification, and that kind of motivates you that you are doing a qualification which is globally recognized, and you know that there are so many things after you pass a CPA, that there are a lot of opportunities coming up. And you can see that we are doing a lot of sessions with leaders. It is not an easy thing to call all these leaders, because they are all CFOs and all, and you might see in other institute they might not even know also them, they don't even know HRs, forget it about the CFOs here. But here you are having a good networking with the leaders, you are going through their, see, even they are at CFO position, they are waking up early. That itself shows that you can't take anything granted. Even after CPA, guys, my humble request is, you'll still need to study, you'll still need to update daily, every day you'll need to study. And today also we see Warren Buffett reading 600 pages of an annual report every day. So that is how you become kind of a good professional, or you grow like anything. That is a difference. You might see that even chartered accountants doesn't get job. Even a CPA, when they pass, they tell, CPA faltu qualification, I didn't get any job and all. Jobs and all, growing up the corporate ladder is only known by all these things. How quickly you're updated, how much you're studying daily. So this study, that is the reason we were conducting this speaker session, so that we wanted that students should have a habit of reading, studying. There is a share market group which we did it, because they should be in continuous touch with the knowledge. Continuous updation is required, else you will get outdated very sooner or later. So that is the biggest motivation for you, is you cannot quit studying, right? So that's what you will need to know. And the moment you think, after the exam I can relax, that's not the way. That is where what we are trying to tell you, that this world is very dynamic. It requires that you be updated every day with latest things what are happening, because tomorrow when you go into the different company, you should know what are the latest things happening up, right? And there are a lot of people here who are MBAs, BBAs, they don't have a professional qualification. Remember that, guys, that to become a CFO, it is very important that you have a professional qualification, CPA or so. So remember the longer objective, longer goal of why you are doing this. And also remember that you are spending a lot on this course. And I have come with a very poor family. So I was just discussing before this meeting with my brother that we are spending so much on the staff cost. We are giving so much of costing. We are hiring so many people to maintain the support and all. I was just discussing with my brother that only. So we have come with that family where we have seen so much of spending not being done, right? So you must always remember your roots. You must remember that you have spent a lot of amount. Even 1 rupees is a worth of investment. So when you have invested in us, it is our duty to make the return on investment go higher. And that's where we are doing the sessions. We are trying to relate with you. We are understanding the importance of this investment. I've seen a lot of the people struggling in evaluation also. I think Abhi is also today in this session. You might see that night, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, we have been for the students, because we realize that this is a very important responsibility. And but at the same time, I also want that you also become responsible and understand that you have spent a lot. पैसे की value वही समझ सकता है जिसके पास पैसे नहीं रहते. Alright, so that is what you will need to understand, that you have invested in this. So you must make this money counting, because you never know of this COVID, you might lose your job and all. So at least you're spending amount, you must at least study daily and ensure that your investment is paid off, right? I hope I'm clear, Sridhar, on this.
Yeah.
So
thank you. Thanks a lot.
only way to get motivated is study, 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 and be updated. And every 2 hours, 2.5 hours, take a break, do some hobby, read, write. Don't be on mobile phones much, because it kind of reduces the memory part. That's what I have seen, right? So more you browse, more you keep checking and all this photos, pics, this, that, this time wasters, the memory keeps going down. And that's where you feel very tired after a certain period of time. So the more you are having lesser interaction on the screens, I think the better will be the memory part. Do some yoga asanas or your pranayams and all. People make a lot of fun of these yogas and all. I think they are really useful. They are very, very useful to kind of get the concepts clear and all. And I have also done one session also whereby we said, like, you must eat almonds, walnuts in the morning, so that you are fresh and you are able to retain a lot of things, because it's all about retention, right? And the more easier you understand the subject, the more motivated you are. If you're taking efforts, then it becomes like a burden for you, right? So that's how it is. And meditation, yes, Ananya is right. Meditation is super useful. Yes, next.
Hello, sir. This is Radhika.
Yeah, Radhika, tell me.
Sir, first revision, we're going to be covering everything, all the aspects. But
Yes,
second
okay.
and third, what do you suggest? Like, do we do everything?
Second also everything, third also everything. There is no skipping on all the 3 revision. That's what is revision, right? If you do 2 times, it becomes easier. But if you do 1 time full and in second you do half, you have not done any revision for that. Is it clear, Radhika?
Yes.
So all the 3 times you will have to study everything. Don't leave anything in all those 3 revisions. Some of the times people don't find third revision required, but again, it's up to you. If you think that it's not required and you're very super confident, you can skip the third revision and do the important things in the third time. But at least 2 times you will have to do everything. That's for sure.
Okay, so thank you.
Yep. Next, Muskan is there. I have unmuted Muskan here. Anish also I have unmuted. Abhi, I have unmuted you also. Yeah, Anish, go ahead.
So my question, basically, if you see the current US market conditions, the mostly the top companies are recruiting MBAs over CPAs. So how do you equate the CPAs with the MBAs in the US or in global level, where the US companies will be targeting in future?
So Anish, ऐसा होता है कि first of all in finance MBAs are never hired, right? So IIM MBAs who are being hired in India there or from Harvard there, they don't work in the core. They don't work in the main core finance. Like they only work in corporate finance, which is mergers and acquisition kind of profiles. For the other profiles, you require CPAs only. They don't take MBAs in those profiles because it doesn't make any sense for me to hire an MBA because a CPA person will be more closer to the accounting standards, will be more closer to the financial statement presentation. So that's where we are seeing MBAs are doing CPA. So in US, what happens? A person who's an MBA always do a CPA also together because he has the management knowledge. So he'll have the accounting knowledge also with him. That will make him full on professional. So US companies, they never hire MBAs in their finance profile. You see Apple, Amazon, you can see their job posting. They'll typically write CPA or MBA plus some relevant experience. They will not hire a fresher MBA in the finance profile. They should have some relevant experience because in their portion, you will not have US GAAP, IFRS in detail. Just correct me if there are any MBA guys here. I think they will agree with me, right? Because your MBA content will not go into detail of accounting standards, your regulation, your tax, and all sort of things. MBA is more about management. The qualification itself talks about how to manage the things, right, Anish? So US
Yes, sir, got
companies
it.
always hire the CPAs more than that. Clear?
Yes, sir, got it.
Okay. Next, Abhi, I think you have raised your hand.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, who's this?
Muskan.
Yeah, Muskan, go ahead.
Sir, I wanted to check with you. I've started studying for
Hello. Guys, are you able to hear Muskan?
but revision is still not started.
Yeah, Muskan, I've just lost you in between. Can you just repeat this?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
So I started studying this, but my revision is still not started. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to give the exam in September also. Do you suggest studying 2 subjects for the next exam, or should I only stick to audit at the moment?
So you can stick to audit only, and again, evaluation will take its own sweet time. Now, if you have not started the evaluation, we'll see how the lockdown behaves and all, because we are also expediting a lot of evaluation. The moment the lockdown opens and the university opens, it won't take more than 20 to 25 days for us to close the entire process, right? Having said that, if you're not able to write exam in September, you can study audit and regulation and kind of study for 2 sections this year and write another 2 next year. So there is no rush. I've seen some coaching institutes are doing some wrong promotion that you can pass the exam by September, all the 4 sections. That's a ridiculous way of taking up the qualification, because you should always be patient and study in deep and prepare well and then write the exam. No point in rushing and writing in September, failing again. This doesn't make any sense for me. So even if the exams are not in India, it doesn't make such a big, huge difference as such in the costing. It's more of a 50 to 60,000 difference, right? So India exam hona and all is good and all, and it will still get extended also for that matter. But that shouldn't stop you from pursuing this qualification, because CPA anyways is the better qualification among all the international qualifications what we have. Even if you see CFA, ACCA, there are not many UK companies in India. So ACCA doesn't enjoy that placement opportunities what a US CPA has, because a lot of the US companies are in India. I have also invited the speakers also from SAP and all, and even you have seen D Shaw. So all these companies hire CPAs like anything. So there are a lot of job opportunities in India. Doesn't make any sense if I'm just not writing the exam because the exam is not in India, so I'll postpone it. That's not the way, because as far as I know, that exam will still continue. But even if it is not, that doesn't mean that I will not do the CPA course. That has nothing to do with it, right? So what is the right way to approach for a particular section? Becker video, Simandar recording, Simandar live. I've already said First go through Becker videos. If you're not able to understand, then go with recordings. And anyways, live classes, you can always keep doing parallel. Okay. Yeah, Muskan, is it clear for you? So you can do with audit
Yes,
and
sir.
regulation and then stick for this year and find out the progress. Till you're not confident, don't go for the exam. Don't be in a rush to complete, because you can land up in a bigger trouble actually, right? Because the investment is still high.
Thank you, sir.
If you fail the section, you'll need to pay the fees again for the same section. There's no waiver also. So that's where you need to be very clear. So till you're not confident and good with the studies, don't go in for the next section. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Abhi, I'm seeing you have raised hands. I think Sridhar, we have already cleared. So I think most of them, so not many questions I'm seeing. So can you throw some light?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
So my only question is that so many of us are writing exams in June and September, so it would be helpful for us if you give some do's and don'ts, on the exam day, and what all we must carry. Like when should we take a break in between those 4 testlets, and
See,
how many
first of
times
all,
should we required to complete one testlet, like that?
yes. So what is the duration? What we say is in FAR, you must understand that if you're not able to get the answers right on the exam, right? So don't ponder on that particular question. So go ahead. So typically simulations, you must keep 2.5 hours for sure, and try to complete the multiple choice question in 1.5 hours. That's for sure, right? So try to do this in all the section. Always have more time for simulations and lesser time for MCQs. Then only you will be able to pass the CPA exam. That is the first point. Second point, on the exam day, don't get panic if you're writing anything wrong. Just move ahead. Don't ponder on that and waste time, because you will need more time for simulations. And don't worry also if you're not able to complete the entire paper till long. If you have written your answers correctly, or the tougher questions, if you have handled it properly, you will pass the exam. I have seen a lot of the students telling that we have not done, or we have not completed the paper, or we have done wrongly some of the questions. So it's all depends on how you have answered the tougher section, because it's a comparative based marking, right? How, if that particular student haven't done the tougher question and you have done, you might get more marks for it. Are you getting it? The grading is done on the basis of difficulty levels, not on the basis of right or wrong. FIFO is prohibited, LIFO is prohibited in IFRS. So that's a basic question everyone can answer. But if they ask LIFO value and explain the LIFO inflation and all, then it becomes a difficult question, and you have solved that, you might get more marks for it, right? So you will need to ensure that you answer the difficult questions properly, right? And you give enough time for simulations. At least 2.5 hours you must have for sims, and 1.5 hour you must complete your MCQs. Carry your NTS notice to schedule. You will not be allowed there without that hall ticket. Take 2-3 photocopies of NTS. Carry definitely passport, Xerox and all, because you'll not be, and even the original also, I think you'll need to go in and show there, right? So these are some of the things which you'll need to be careful. Go to the Prometric first and check before the exam how far is it from your home, and just see how it is working and all the systems and all. Just see if you can do a demo also of the Prometric. A lot of the Prometric centers gives you a demo also to go into the Prometric and write some of the exam. I don't know in India that opportunity is there or not, but you can explore that if it is there, right? And just ensure that you don't take any breaks, and all the testlets, I will not count the exam with testlet wise, rather I will count it hour wise. So put 1.5 hour for the MCQs and 2.5 hours for the simulation. That's how I will take it up, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for this.
Perfect. And be very confident just before the exam. Drink a lot of water, take proper rest. So these are subtle things, but I will not give you that tip, because I myself have not applied that, to be honest. So before the exam, I used to study even to the last minute also. Suppose the exam is at 2 o'clock, till 1:59 I used to study. So I would recommend all my students to always do that. Don't take any rest till your exam doesn't start. Though a lot of them they'll take a lot of rest and all, I would not do that, because when I used to study till the last minute also. I used to keep studying. I never used to waste a single minute before the exam, right? So do that and drink a lot of water. That is very important. Take a water bottle, and Also, some of them are telling me in Prometric my calculators are not getting allowed. You simply take your calculator also basic. Let us see. If they don't give, at least you take your calculator. What they will do at the end, they'll tell that calculator bahar rakho. But at least go just take that calculator, you never know. Right?
Okay, sir.
Clear. So can you please share organization chart of Simandar? It will help the new joiners who is who. Org chart, right? Already Wasim, we have shared enough messages that who is the point of contact for evaluation, who is the point of contact for transcripts, who is the point of contact for NTS. I recommend all the students to be very active on Telegram because it is very annoying when student keeps asking same information when we have shared so many times. I've seen the messages and all. Also, I see many of them are asking me for the classes schedule again and again when they are sharing 20 times in the group. That's why I have just dispensed off everything and I'm emailing all the information. So I think you will have to check your email and just ensure that all the information is captured in that. Clear? But if you insist, Wasim, I'll again email that information also to all the students. Appreciate the Telegram group link. Who all have the counselors who have enrolled you, just do ask them. I think they will help you out. Can you change the email ID? No. Sir, any last questions about the MCQs? MCQs, no strategy as such. Just take out the 50% wrong answers. Just take out from that MCQs, and all unimportant things you must take out in that MCQs. Put 50-50 and apply 50-50 rule in order to solve those MCQs. There's no rocket science in MCQs as such, right? Okay, then. I think the revision of MCQs, that's what, Bobby, you will have to solve a lot of Becker MCQs only. Don't just stick to that. So CPA is all about the US, but working in Gulf countries, how beneficial it will be to match with Gulf laws and regulation. Kalyani, I think a lot of the people in Middle East hire CPA only because all Middle East people, they have their casinos in Vegas, right? Pure Sheikh Loga, they follow IFRS, right? So US GAAP and IFRS is typically covered in CPA. So in Middle East, CPA is a very popular qualification apart from ACCA. Even ACCA is also very much recognized in Middle East, right? So don't worry on that. So how much time particular section takes to finish in live sessions? Minimum 2 months, Sanchita. That much time we take it up. Sir, can we have Reg and BSc classes simultaneously? No. Sir, I mean, whether to revise same Becker MCQs again? Yes, Bobby, you can do it for some of the MCQs, not for everything. If you're finding it a little difficult or you have not solved it properly, those MCQs you can do again and again and again. Okay, so I think we are done with everything. So anyone else? We can take up one last question. Athar, I think Athar, you can go ahead if you want.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, who's this?
Yes, this is Ateha, sir.
Yeah, Athar, please do.
Yeah, good evening, sir. I'm very happy to attend this session today. Finally, I could make it. Finally. Okay, the question is, evaluation report has come with a spelling mistake, sir. I have mailed them. How many days will it take I will get the reply in how many days, sir? And the second question.
So just mark me in CC. In one day that work will be done. Just email Sonam and mark me in CC. You know. So
okay. And after I receive the evaluation report, can I apply for exams in June, sir?
Yes, you can do it because June May the slots are more, but just ensure that you are prepared. Don't be in a hurry. Else September also the window is much there. So you can line up your exam in September also. Shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, I was thinking to give one paper at a time. So I was, if I can apply in June, it would be better.
Yeah, June end you will have an option to apply for NTA. You can make it happen. You can just me and Sonam and
okay, sir.
NIE's heads and close this.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
So technology wise, what all software should we have knowledge along with CPA? Sabira, right now we are doing daily sessions, so you don't need to worry about sessions. So Sabira, that is not a problem. Okay. That we are training you on data analytics, SQL, the 3 sessions we are going on holding that. So do attend that. So don't worry on that. Okay. Next, I think that's all. Is there anyone else? I think we have spent enough time, guys. It's almost 10:30. Thank you so much for attending this session. I will definitely record this and you can watch the recordings also in case before the exam you can go through this study plan also. Okay. And thank you so much, guys. Thanks a lot. We will stay in touch. Be in touch with us, and any doubts are always available.